Hi everyone, it's Melanie again, a Younique presenter, and I did a video on my morning beauty routine, and now I would like to do a quick tutorial on how I put on my makeup. I've gone ahead and put on my base already, and what I use is Younique's Mineral Touch, and my color is Taffeta. So I just applied this all over my face. I didn't do the tutorials because I didn't want to add extra minutes. But this is mine that I use, and I just do an even coat all over my face and apply that as my base. We also offer BB cream, and this is the color that I use. I don't use BB cream near as much as I do the cream foundation. I think just old habits die hard. I've used this since I was a teenager. Always CoverGirl or Clinique probably. But now I use the Mineral Touch. So I applied that all over my face, and I'm going to show you really quick what I do for my highlighting and contouring. I don't do this every day. I do it if I'm going to go out on a date with my husband, or we're going to be doing the rodeo here tomorrow, so I'll probably have it on for that. It's just a few extra steps that brighten my eyes, and I kind of have a crooked nose, so I use the highlighting and contouring to straighten that out, and it gives your cheekbones a lift. So what I use is our foundation brush. Yeah, as soon as I find it, here it is. I use the foundation brush from Younique, and I use one side I go one lighter shade than my normal color for my highlighting, and then I'll use the other side and I go one darker shade than my normal color for the contour. So I will apply that really quick. So again, I use from my color chart here, I use the taffeta. And then for my highlighting, I think I actually go down to, yeah, I use the velour. That's what I have here. I use the velour because I tend to have that golden undertone in my skin, so that's better than the organza for me, which is pink undertone. So I use the velour for the highlighting and the chiffon for the contouring. So for the highlighting, the first thing I do is make a Y kind of underneath each eye. And I'm going to use my mirror because it's a little easier to direct it than following this camera. So I just do a V underneath my eye. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to use our blending buds to kind of blend that in. But you want to give it that nice brightness to open up the eyes and make it look like you're awake. So it looks kind of clownish. But when it's all blended in, you'll see it looks good. So both sides. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, it's going to be blended. Okay, carry that down just a little further. Then I do one stripe down the center of my nose. And this is where I try to make my nose look like it's a little more straight than it is. So no injuries or anything, I was just born this way. Okay. I do a little kind of triangle on my chin. And it just helps the right bone structure and facial features stand out. And then I do, again, to open up the eyes. Right over my brow on both sides. Okay, and then I flip my brush to the darker side, and I can tell just because I've used it like this many times which side's which. So now I'm going to open up my Mineral Touch in the darker shade. Okay. And what I do here is go right underneath my cheekbone, and it's kind of like drawing a line from the corner of your mouth to the upper part of your ear. And that defines that cheekbone for you. And see, it's not really dark. You can do it as heavy, like Kim Kardashian style, really heavy if you want, or lighter if you want. So I do that. Okay, so you can kind of tell it's not heavy on both sides. And then I kind of darken the jaw line down here on both sides. All right, and then the other part is if you kind of have a bigger forehead, but I do have my hair pulled back, and just because I'm doing my makeup, my hairdresser is going to kill me. She hates it when I put a headband on, but just because I'm doing my makeup, Thelma. And then I have bangs, so it normally hides most of my forehead anyway. But just kind of color in dark all the way. Okay, so again, really light, but you can see it's like one shade darker and one shade lighter. Then you're going to want to use the blending buds, and we at Younique have the blending buds. They're brand new. I have them here. I have mine though that I've been using, so as soon as this one disintegrates, then I will switch over to my blending buds from Younique, which I'll show you in a minute on the collections, what we offer with that. But, oh, I forgot one spot. How could I forget my nose? Okay, so I take the dark side and I do a line on both sides of my nose from the other, you know, let the highlighting go down the middle and the contouring go down the sides. And anyway, to me it looks like it's already looking a little straighter. All right, so I take my blending buds and just do this in the mirror. And I just kind of blend it in. I don't rub, blot. And you'll see that that kind of starts to blend in. And just blot it over your eyebrow. And then the last thing I use is the concealer, which is a powder. And it just sets it all in and gives it a more uniform color. So again, I'm just going to blend the lighter color shade there and then under my eyes. So you don't see that dark contrast anymore, or the bright contrast. So I'm doing this from the video and it's making everything look backwards. It's a little confusing. Okay, so that is how I blend the highlighting. And then flip my blending bud over. Now we offer 2 buds in our kit, so you would use one for your highlighting and one for your contouring. Mine's together, so I just flip it over and I use the dark side now and I blend in all the dark colors. Again, just dab, don't swipe. You'll take off too much. And I've never had anybody tell me that I wear my makeup too heavily. Maybe my mom, but that's just a mom thing, I think. I like it to look really natural. So I think this process works pretty well for me. Again, all down here I put a dark. Okay, so that is my highlighting and contouring, and you can tell that once I blended it all in, it really so that's what my foundation will look like. And then I'm going to just stop this video so that it won't be really long, and you can watch the next one, which will be adding my blush or my bronzer and my eyeshadow, and then I'll do a separate one just for our piece de la resistance, the lashes. So that's highlighting and contouring for me. Very simple, very quick, and I don't do it very heavy. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.